Hello, a very good morning and welcome to the Sunshine State of Orlando. Although it's a little bit cloudy today, we've got probably more cloud than sun, but nevertheless, it happens sometimes. I'm right in between Universal Boulevard over that side there, and that side is International Drive, or is it the Point Orlando strip, just behind the Point Orlando there, just in front of me. I've got the Wonderworks up that way. We've got all the Orlando 360. So I'm going to have a little walk along the International Drive in a few moments' time, and I might even have a wander around on Universal Boulevard and Sandlake Road as well. Have a look and see what's happening here as well. I understand there's a lot more things happening now on Orlando 360. I think they've got a new ride there, or a new couple of rides there. I want to see exactly what those rides are as well. So this is Jeff Dean here. I'm going to take you on a tour in a very short while. It's lovely to be back here as well. So there we go. So let's move on, shall we? So I'm now taking a walk just through one of the car parks here, and I call that Universal Boulevard. I know it leads up to Universal Boulevard. That's over the way here. So I'm in between the two roads here. Anyway, it's Point Orlando. Where you've got the little mini mall and restaurants and the cinema there. That splits it all up. And you find on both stretches there, you'll find an iRide trolley bus service. They will run both on International. It initially used to run on International Drive right up to the old Orlando premium outlets and the South premium outlets as well. If I'm not mistaken. He says tripping everywhere. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's Walgreens over the other side of the road there. Just over the back there, you can see the Starflyer, and then there's the new addition, which is the Drop Tower. Yeah, this is Walgreens. I thought it was. Yeah, it's mostly overcast today. It did say it's mostly cloudy today. And in general, it really is the Sunshine State. But it has its days of cloud as well. Most of the time I like to film during the sunny periods. It's warm though, I can tell you that it's warm. There's your Walgreens there. Morning. At the moment there's a lot of problems because of the COVID-19 pandemic. It's kept a lot of people away, and there's a few more rings to jump through at this point in time to come out to here, which I found out. I managed to get through most of them. And at the moment, if you're wanting to get into Disney World or any, there you go, look, squirrel down there. Very, very friendly, the squirrels are. There we go, there he is. Hello, matey. There you go, up the tree. We can see you. Usually see him peek around the other side. He's probably up the top now. No, there he is. No. He's not going to hang around. Yeah, in order to get into Walt Disney World at the moment, it's going to be a little bit more difficult than you'd normally if you would come over here, go up to the gates and book your days, whatever. Now you have to, I think you have to get an app. Well, you do have to get an app. You have to put an app, and you have to check for the reservations. There's calendars there, so you can check what days everything is open and what isn't open in advance. And there's probably, if you're not coming during the height of the season, which this one isn't, then you probably stand a good chance of being able to book a few Disney excursions while you're here. But follow what everybody else says and does. They'll do some good packages for you back in the UK, but then again, they're going to be charging you for lots of days, and probably more than you actually want to pay out, unless you're a first-time visitor or something like that. Howl at the Moon, I think that's a nighttime show and a restaurant as well. The humidity here is quite high, and that's always a good thing. There's an I-Ride stop there, stop number 16, of course, as you can see, going north. Morning, morning. Senor frogs. Senor frogs. The Castle Inn and the Suites. So is it the Castle Inn and the Suites over the back there? I like the inner reservation on here with all the trees. That's lovely, that is. If you check it on my channel, you'll see many uploads from the strip here, International Drive, mostly with the sunshine. But today I thought it'd be quite nice just to wander whatever. As long as it doesn't rain. I don't think there's going to be much chance of rain over the next week or so. Hyatt Place. Liquor store there. In the UK we call them off licences, same thing. Licence to sell alcoholic beverages, should I say. But it's a general store. So this is the new, not the blue one, the red one here is the, it looks like they're doing work on it. I don't know. No, they're not. No, there's another thing. There's also a slingshot. We got one further up the slingshot in Magical Midway, further up on the other side of Sandlake Road. So there's two of those. Boston Lobster Feast. It's good to come along here at night as well because the colours are quite amazing. A little bit more mysterious at night, but quite lovely at the same time. Mysterious isn't the word I should use there, is it really? Here we go, a bit of sunshine coming out now. Alright, 15. Austrian though. Yeah, that's where the Avanti resort is over there. Castle Hotel, I thought so, yeah. Chosen to put on an extra layer over this because I thought I was kind of chilly when I first started, but I'm not now. But you just don't know, the temperatures could plummet, which I have been told that they may do throughout the day. Cafe 22 Tango and the Castle Hotel behind there. There we go. It's the Castle Hotel. I can have a closer look at the Castle Hotel. which I don't normally, but I will do. Just a little bit of a closer look than I normally do. So this is one of another of your themed restaurants here. They will have entertainment here at night as well, sometimes outside and sometimes in and sometimes both. So yeah, there's the so that's the Castle Hotel. I've not seen this part actually of it, so that looks okay, doesn't it? It's probably very plush inside. So I'm going to walk up this way unless it tells me not to. Guess parking on me. Usually you find, I like that, park at your own risk. I guess that's like everywhere, isn't it, really? So this is all the side of the Pirates Adventure Golf. I never get to see this part actually. I see the front part, but there's even sort of some sort of theming here as well on the outsides. This is very nice. I've not seen this before. That's interesting. And music's in it. Oh, this is quite nice. I never get to see this. I don't know if that's a drinking fountain or not, really. It's probably, I wouldn't like to try it, but it could indeed be. Yeah, it's nice. This looks like a... Oh no, this is your entrance here now. Okay, I have played here a long time in the past. So that's your entrance. No, I've not seen this before. I'll have to come back down here, which won't be too long, and get all this when the sun shines, when the sun's on it, because it just brings up all the colour and everything. School bus, look, the school bus. Little tip here, if you happen to be behind one of them, I'm not quite sure how it goes, and I'm not sure if it's if hazards. You see that light on the top there, that might mean you can't overtake it. I want to see what other cars do. Like if it stops, you're not supposed to overtake it, but I think it might be alright at traffic lights. But if it happens, because it could be letting off school kids, students or anything like that, and they could be walking into the road, so I don't know. Oh, here we go, there's your fountains and everything. Formerly known as the Orlando Eye up there. There it is. Right there. And then we've got this, what do they call it? I keep calling them a reverse bungee, which is another way of looking at that. That's here, and then this, right, this is the drop tower here. So it doesn't seem to be open at the moment. I'm just going to cross the road first before I do this. I'm going to walk first and see that I'm not going to right, okay, we're over now. If I press the button, it just slows everybody else down. They're a lot higher, aren't they? Slingshot, that was the name, yeah. So let's have a look here. I should be able to move this up. So this is, I'm going to guess it's one of the probably largest drop towers in the world. Tallest drop tower, should I say. So that's the seating. Right the way to the top there. There we go. Looks like a rocket launch, doesn't it? All that up there. That's going to be higher than the other one, I think. 400, 500 feet, I don't know. And of course we've got, this is part of your slingshot there. The slingshot seems to be, is it going? Or are they just testing it out? Look like they're testing it out, there's nobody on that. Oh, they're testing that out. So, there we go. So that's the yeah, that's very tall. I've just zoomed in on that as well. So yeah, the 360 Icon 360. That's the Icon 360. It used to formerly known as the Orlando Eye, and built by the Merlin people. You get some wonderful views up there. So it's nice and slow. So if you're not into the big thrill rides or anything like that, but you want to get the views, that's the one for you. It goes nice and slowly round. You're inside the cars. They use the same mechanisms on those cars as they do on cable cars to keep them nice and steady, and they are as well, I promise you that. There's no waving around on them, not even in higher winds either. I guess in really high winds they'll just close the thing down, but and it goes, as I say, it goes very slowly, so you might look at it and think it isn't moving, only to find out that it actually is. It takes about 20-25 minutes to do a full rotation. And there we go. That's it. That's it. They do also have a food court in there as well, which is worth popping in. And they're not very expensive at all either. You've got typical sort of American, and then Chinese, Italian, And it's not very expensive either. It's virtually served to you on paper plates and things, or in basket or whatever. But it's not very expensive at all, so it's a good cheap place to go to have a bite to eat. You're not paying a waitress or anything like that, so it's just I think it's almost like a order from the sort of like buffet type of thing. Oh, looks like they're testing it. Find out here. Yeah, there it goes. And now that is, I believe, 400 feet high in the air, and it swings around at 65 miles per hour. Now, 65 miles per hour in your car might not seem... Actually, that is quite fast, but spinning around on one of those, and how close it is in proximity to the centre, that's quite a lot, and you swing out quite a bit, and then take you up to 400 feet. Must feel like... There you go. That's all those flashing things of the cars there. It's obviously just testing it out. I've never seen it go up that slowly before. So that's interesting. I'll zoom in on that. Yep. There we go. Now, looking at it on any sort of recording device, video device, it doesn't probably look as high as it does from where I'm standing. Right here now, I'm looking into the viewfinder, and although it looks high, just actually standing here is making my neck ache profusely. Yes, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. That's like a spider, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. Oh, it's making my neck ache. I'm going to move it down. Oh, look, there we go. Drive your dream car. What's this going to be? One of these sort of... it says, do not touch. No, I'm not going to touch it. Drive your dream car. Don't know what that is. Whether they're charging you... an exorbitant fee to drive it, I have no idea, or whether it's a lottery, I don't know. Morning. Morning. Charlie's Steakhouse. there's a restaurant. I think it is a Chinese restaurant. Just I think if it's still down there, and that's one I went to many years ago. And I before actually, you go up to it's a help yourself buffet one. You're going up like for your first course, and you're halfway through there, and a lady stood at the table. She put the bill down straight away, and then she walked back about 2 minutes later, and you're still eating your first course, and she's waiting for the money. I went, well, we haven't finished yet. Okay, and she went off, and like about 3 minutes later, she came back at the table. Like literally, I don't know if she thought I was going to do a runner or not. I don't know really. I've never had that happen before anywhere in the US or the UK. I paid her there and then. That's a very strange thing, really. I didn't work that one out. Copters, yeah. Oh, you can take a copter tour. Yeah. Do one of those. Here we go, the Ripley's Believe It or Not Auditorium. Morning. Oh, there's a little piece of artwork there, look, all made out of metal. You see that? Look at this. Isn't that lovely? How good is that? I think it's a tiger. Yes, it resembles a tiger. Metallic sculpture, isn't it? That's nice. That is good. I love that. Because it kind of disappears into the background, but look for it, and it's, wow, that's really something. Yeah, it's good, that. International Drive sinkhole. What does that say? In 1992, in the final days of construction, Ripley's Believe It or Not, Orlando Museum, the Earth, in a mighty roar of defiance, opened wide and literally tried to swallow the next arrival on the International Drive. Is that too much to swallow? You bet it was. It is a tribute to the architect's vision and to the builders' valiant efforts that this incredible, though inedible edifice still stands, in a manner of speaking, here on the International Drive, believe it or not. The state of, yes, yet no, this is not a sinkhole. This is not a sinkhole. So I think we're having a bit of a laugh with you. But that sort of stuff that you find inside, some of it's true, some of it's fiction, and some of it's weird and wonderful. Do go in and see. There's a backwards clock up there. Can you see the backwards clock? There you go. Watch out for these things down here as well. The amount of times I trip on them, they are three-dimensional in every single way, and you can trip on them, most definitely. Oh, I'm sorry about the sun today, but never mind. The heat's here, and there's no excuse not to be able to walk about. It's not extreme heat. Oh, actually, it feels like a summer with the clouds over in the UK, when it's quite a hot one and humid. Fortunately, here you have air conditioning, and you'll enjoy that in your accommodation, whether it be a chalet that you've rented or a hotel room. They will all have AC in there. It's mandatory. If you happen to go into a room and the AC is not working, do let them know. If at the worst, they will change you to a different room that has got one that works. There's the window, Orlando Resort. There we go, that's an I-Ride trolley over there. I've got to be careful how I stand here, because otherwise it's seen as jaywalking and then you'll get into trouble. There we go, that's an I-Ride trolley there. And you'll find those running up and down thank you. Yeah, you find those running up and down International Drive. Last I checked it was either about $2 or $1.50, something like that. I do actually have an upload on YouTube, check it out, which is prices to and from theme parks and up and down international drives, so do check that out on my channel. Disney gifts. They have to pay a license. They're not usually the Disney gifts that you'll find. There's some quite nice ones though you will necessarily find in the parks. That's a different lot again. There's the gardeners. There looks like they're laying a lot of turf now. They work quick as well. There's a Lynx bus. Double carriage Lynx bus. Now you can take that up to the corner of Sandlake Road, just up the top here. And you can then make you can turn right. You could do as I'm doing. You don't have to take it. You just walk if you want to, and then you need to make a left turn at Sandlake Road, and you will then. I mean, not Sandlake Road. What am I talking about? No. Well, you can no. No, you need to go up to the top. Sorry, and where Universal Boulevard crosses over there, right where that tower block is, up the top there. That is on Universal property. That's up there. There we go. You see that one? That tower block right up there. That will cross over International Drive. There we go. That one there. And make a left up there, and then you will come there. You can actually, if you look up there, you can see what looks like some sort of volcanic mountain just by the side of that, or just behind that big sign there, which is Join Our Magical Celebration. The flag just to the left there. There we go. See that? And that is Volcano Bay, which is a water park which is owned by Universal Studios. So all up that way, we've got that. Actually, we're coming to Sandlake Road now, so, and I think in a moment I want to pop into Walgreens very briefly. Disney World store, look at that Disney World store. I'll have a look over there in a minute. I'll cross over and have a look in it. Harley Davidson store, that's been there for years as well, the Harley Davidson store. So this is a newer, it's been here for a few years now, but this is one of the newer Walgreens. There's about, let me guess, 4 or 5 of these up and down the strip, not to mention other areas as well as Kissimmee and other places. See all the palm trees around everywhere. As I say, when the sun comes out, it brings on an entirely different magical experience here. It really does. The Westgate Towers over the back there. The Westgate Palace Hotel. Westgate Palace Towers over there.